Should have waited for OBS to fully load before I started streaming, but oh well. Just waiting for the stats to load. Okay. So welcome everyone. I am streaming Total Extreme Wrestling 2020 tonight. I am playing AEW in the year 2020 before AEW got bad. Um, so yeah, this is also the first mod I ever downloaded, which is the June 2020 mod. I wanted to play this. I tried playing the 2023 mod, which is I think the most recent mod there is for this game, not for total. But with things going on at my job, I don't really have the money for Total Extreme Wrestling 9. Basically, with what's going on at my job, it's just I have to sign into the work setup to log in to clock in. Um, and like the clock in page won't load, my schedule for the day won't load, and it's just like, well, if I can't clock in, I'm going to be working for free. I'm not going to be doing that. And it's just my boss and the like my team leader and hasn't done anything about it. So it's basically I haven't worked for since Monday, and I don't know if I'll be working at this current job again, to be honest. But because I am looking for a new job, because I can't just sit on the sidelines until they get their system fixed, and um, I just don't have the money to sit on the sidelines. If I did, I wouldn't be working. I'd be streaming all day, every day. So anyway, enough about that. But also, Total Extreme Wrestling 9. Um, while I've seen a few of the improvements it has over 2020, it's not enough in my mind to warrant a $35 purchase. That's just me. But then again, I played Total Extreme Wrestling 2005, which was the first Total Extreme Wrestling, till I think like 2019 or 2020, and then it was like, okay, I need a more recent version, and then I had to decide 2016 or 2020. And I got 2020 because this is the first Total Extreme Wrestling that lets you run child companies like NXT or without having to run the parent company. So anyway, there is something I did want to do. Oh, okay, Doc is on Wednesdays. Okay. All right, so yeah, it's the first week of June, beginning of June, so it's right after Double or Nothing where Brian Cage debuted. So let's just head towards the first Dynamite of June and the first Dark of June. I am going to be updating records, also win-loss records, so there is that. Um, to update the rankings. So sorry if that like slows down the action, but it will also help me book when like if I'm blocked at ideas, I can at least use the rankings for inspiration or give me an idea that I didn't have originally. So yeah, I mean, I'll talk about the real AEW while waiting for this to load. It's watchable if you watch like the YouTube clips, but like in the beginning of this year and the last year, it was getting really bad. Uh, they did have the Continental Classic, which was good. At least it had good matches, but it's kind of like after that, it's just I tried to stick with it, and I just kept record, because I wanted to watch all three shows. I wanted to watch Rampage and Collision in addition to Dynamite. I just didn't have the time. I didn't have the really. I was basically watching it just out of habit instead of watching it because I enjoyed it. So house show, okay. Impact. Unfortunately, TNA also went just to their server, their streaming service, and I don't know if they're still on that TV channel, Access TV, but they're not doing it on YouTube anymore, and I don't have one of the devices I need to watch TNA on my TV, so I'd have to pay $10 a month to watch TNA on my laptop. I'm not doing that. And WWE, well, I don't have Netflix. I'm not getting Netflix, no matter how many times Dr. Games 101 says I should. Uh, so that's that. There, SmackDown I think is on USA and NXT's on CW, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean those shows I could get, or I could at least record. My TV does in my room doesn't get cable. It's basically just for video games, and um, most of what I would watch on YouTube is through my Xbox One. But so I mean, obviously I could just watch it on a different TV that does have cable, but it's kind of like uh, I'm just I'm just mildly interested. I'm not something like I'm not like what the Attitude Era or the Ruthless Aggression Era or the New Generation Era where I had to watch it every single week. So let's see. Okay, so these five have agreed to contracts. So let's go through and see. Also, I should do this beforehand. Let's see. Wrestler. 8, because that's what. And Southeast USA. Nope. So I can guarantee. Do you have CM? Joe Mullet says, "Do I have CM Punk?" No. This is the 2020. This is the 2020 mod right after Double or Nothing. So I don't have CM Punk yet. I do plan to play this all the way through to current day and beyond, and get CM Punk when he did come, if I can. Um, but at this point, I don't. Um, And unfortunately, I'm like I would have to check the different mods, but like the 2023 mod, which is the most current for Total Extreme Wrestling 2020, that one has CM Punk when he was still in the middle of his like injury that kept him out for 7 months. So I don't even have. So even if I was using that one, I wouldn't have him there either. I would have him on the injured list. But like I said, I think by then, um, the only thing keeping AEW alive was CM Punk, and it's but I wanted something. I wanted something much more. Let's see, Dominic Guini. I wanted something where how can I say this? I wanted it back when AEW was newer, before AEW became reanimated WCW. All right, so let's see. Okay, and they're both faces. Okay, so under Austin Gunn, but before Anna Jay. I see. Okay. Dominic Guini, Douglas James. That's 3 of 5. That's all right. Perception rating. Eddie Cruz. I think he's this is what's his name? What was his name in AEW? It's Skip it's momentarily forgot. Oh, Fuego del Sol. That was Fuego del Sol's I think his real name. I think. Don't hold me to that. I might be wrong on that. Okay. Okay, so pretty sure it was him. I'm not totally sure. Oh, so Pentago. Okay. That I knew it wasn't Fuego del Sol. Um uh let's see. Southeast. Okay, so under Skylar. I know I have him here. Guess not. Okay. All right. Pentaco and change Eddie Cruz's name so I know who he is next time. Okay, anyone else? Because the perception rating. Oh, that's why I didn't have Skylar. Uh, of course, he wasn't added to the list yet. That makes total sense. All right, so that was five. So, uh, yes. Uh, all right, so I'll go through the whole list, the whole roster. Aaron Solo just joined. Hangman Page, Alex Marvez, Alex Reynolds, Angelico, Anna Jay, Arn Anderson, Aubrey Edwards, Austin Gunn, Bea Priestley, Big Swole, Billy Gunn, BJ Whitmer, Brandy Rhodes, Brandon Cutler, Brian Cage, Britt Baker, Bryce Remsburg, Cash Wheeler, Chris Jericho, Christopher Daniels, Chuck Taylor, Cody Rhodes, Colt Cabana, Danny Jordan, Darby Allen, Dasher Gonzalez, who I can't use as a wrestler, Dax Harwood, Dean Malenko, Diamond Dallas Page, Dominic Guarini, Douglas James, Dustin Rhodes, Earl Hebner, Emi Sakura, Evil Uno, Excalibur, Frankie Kazarian, Hikaru Shida, Isaiah Cassidy, Jack Evans, Jake Hager, Jake Roberts, Jerry Lynn, Jim Ross, Jimmy Havoc, Joey Janela, John Silver, John Schuyler, John Moxley, Jungle Boy, Justin Roberts, Kenny Omega, Kip Sabian, Chris Statlander, Lance Archer, Leva Bates, Luchasaurus, Luther, Marco Stunt, Mark Ken, Matt Hardy, Matt Jackson, Melanie Cruz, Michael Nakazawa, Mike Posey, Mike Tyson, MJF, Brody Lee, Nick Jackson, Nyla Rose, Orange Cassidy, Ortiz, Pac, Paul Turner, Penelope Ford, Pentagon Jr., Peter Avalon, Preston Vance, QT Marshall, Ray Phoenix, Rick Knox, Riho, Sadie Gibbs, Sammy Guevara, Santana, Scorpio Sky, Serpentico, Shauna, Sean Spears, Sonny Kiss, Stu Grayson, Taz, The Blade, The Bunny, The Butcher, Tony Khan, Tony Schiavone, Trent, Tully Blanchard, and Wardlow. Back when it was mostly homegrown talent in AEW. And I will show something on the notepad um, before I get into booking Dark. After I look at backstage incidents. Let's see, Austin Gunn and Dean Malenko. Austin Gunn wrestlers court making a mess, not cleaning it up. Dean Malenko made him clean it up and then buy drinks for everyone. Positive impact. Okay. DDP has been passing on tips on selling to his protege Jake Roberts. Well, not like either of them's going to be. Well, DDP might, but it's not like Jake Roberts is healthy enough to wrestle. Although it's not exactly out of left field because DDP helped Scott Hall and Jake Roberts break their addiction. So, um, but by the way, I do have people who I plan to bring in. Um, as a matter of fact, well, I can't do it now. Should have done it before I went ahead. But is there any more hidden gems? I have to wait till after Dynamite to hire more. Because what I did was I went through the whole 2020 roster, took everyone that wasn't in the game, Found out when they came in to see if they should have been there yet. Like Richard Holiday, ACH. Okay, numbers 2 through 5 are brand new. Or so what I did was I took the whole roster from 2020 and I checked to see when they came in. If if it was before June, tried to hire them if they weren't on the roster already. If it was after June, I have that planned out when. And if I couldn't hire someone because they just weren't in the database, then I get to substitute it with a hidden gem. All right, so this is dark. So let me actually let me just copy and paste since because I have like one list of the whole roster and one list of the roster that I eventually erase until I have to copy and paste again, just so I try at least I have a chance of using everyone um, on a routine if they're not injured. That is. All right, so Aaron Solo or Anna J. Who's going to be in the first match of Dark Southeast? So eight. Okay, so Aaron Solo. Let's make wrestler can work in the USA. All right, so let's see. And product TV shows to be 3/4 matches. So 3/4, that's 45 minutes of an hour, 3/4 of an hour. So like 3 matches, 15 minutes. Okay. All right. So Aaron Solo and Bin Wang. Let's see. Preston Vance. Uh, no, I think he's higher than Anna J's stats. Yeah, so Anna J's the one I'll be using next. Okay. And I do like what AEW did, and they were actually commended about this during the pandemic, bringing in all the people that wouldn't have had matches or work during the pandemic, but they at least got to be a victim on Dark. Um, so they did have, some work, and I thought that was that was a nice thing to do with Dark. Okay, so Douglas James. Let's see if I think his like in 20s. Yeah. Okay, so it will be Preston Vance. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. I was just going to change this, but USA. Someone that looks like a good guy. Corey Hollis and Preston Vance. I might not continue doing this for Dark because I know I'm gonna have an. If I try to hire everyone AEW really did, I am gonna have an inflated roster. So Dark might end up being. Um, it might just be people under contract versus people under contract. Um, in the future, let's see, press 10. Auto Booker. I hate that they do. They don't do unimportant, but recognizable. I'll change it with someone else. Angle Jack Evans. Just change it. So move this up. Also, if I do this with, like, if I get actual storylines going with the guys in red who are ranked unimportant, it would give me more ideas what to do with angles instead of just random stuff. Okay, Big Swole and Chuck Taylor. All right, so this can definitely be Danny Jordan and wait a minute, Douglas James and Shauna. See if King and Matt. And it's time for AEW Dark. In an abysmal match, Aaron Solo defeated Ben Wang by pinfall with a flying dropkick, and this got an 18. So, uh, and BIL. So, Ben Wang. And I'll put people who don't have any wins on the ranking board. So freestyle segment with Serpentico. It got helped him get his gimmick over. 27. In an abysmal match, Anna Jay defeated Amber Young by pinfall. So Anna Jay goes on the female rankings, 33. And then Douglas James and Shauna have an angle. They got a 42. I'm surprised for both of them that helped, but Douglas James' gimmick got an awful rating. And then, in about that terrible wrestling and non existent crowd heat, Corey Hollis defeated Preston by pinfall with a Shining Wizard. This guy at 28. Okay. Obviously, I'm not going to add Corey Hollis because he's going to be there. He's not a full time member on the roster, but Still give him the victory, just in case I do end up hiring him as a hidden gem later. Um, and Preston Vance goes down from a 50 to a 40. In case you're wondering, it's wins divided by total number of matches wrestled. I only took the matches that happened in 2020 into account, since AEW used to reset its records and rankings at the beginning of every year. But this got a 28. All right. And Dark got a 25. Okay, so I do have some storylines, at least for the main show, set up. So let me see. Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara on the mic. Uh, okay. So 30 minutes of angles. Okay. Okay. A wrestler cannot be announced. Is unhappy as he does not want to be scripted. Okay. But you can't only script some wrestlers, so I'm really not worried about Tony Schiavone, since his he can't bring it down since he's not being rated. Um, and this is also going to lead to a match, I think, against Private Party and uh, Private Party and Jurassic Express. So basically, if you remember Double or Nothing 2020, that's when they had the I think it was I forgot what it was called. It was the Inner Circle versus the Elite, and I think it was Stadium Stampede. And basically, so this is like where Jericho. So this is the aftermath where Jericho goes. The Elite may think they got the last laugh, but me and Sammy, we're gonna take something that Elite has, the tag team titles held by um, Adam Page and Kenny Omega. And then Tony Schiavone goes, well, you're not on the rank, you're not the number one contenders through the rankings, but if Tony Khan says if you want to prove yourself, you can go through the other teams that are ranked above you until you get to Page and Omega. So that's why Private Party and Jurassic Express are their enemies, their opponents tonight. Isaiah Cassidy, Mark Ken, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus. So, yeah, 15 minutes basically total. And keep the story going. I'll give Sammy the win. Help Pem get. All right, so Chris Jericho. Let's see. I know Sammy Guevara. There he is. Oh, that's Brian Cage, but I will be using him as well. So Sammy Guevara, uh, then Jungle Boy, okay, Isaiah Cassidy, Mark Ken, and Luchasaurus. Okay, so that storyline is set up. Um, Next is Moxley and Cage. I was um, hmm, let me see Taz's as a on the microphone. So they're gonna cut a promo on John Moxley. So that's basically Brian Cage, and then Moxley give him a match and have nothing else for him. But so wrestler, well known. Jake Hager, I got other plans for. Okay, didn't know this was going to be hard to decide. Hmm. I mean, it could be Evil Uno or Stu Grayson. Doesn't really matter. This is just to get Moxley on the show. Because, like, next week, it'll be Brian Cage wrestling against someone, but Mox cuts a backstage promo. Uh, so, like I said, doesn't Mox and Evil Uno. Okay. Uh, Need to see Cody's mic skills. Cody, microphone. Okay. So Cody makes an open challenge. Um, because remember when the TNT title was first introduced, it was like originally they were going to do um, have it on TV, have it on Dynamite every single week. So um, actually, I have to look who would be more popular, Cody or Jake Hager. Okay, Cody should retain them. TNT Championship. Okay. Um, Let me go to creative. All right, so I got Jericho being used. Kenny Omega was just mentioned, so keep him on. So just put him aside for a minute. Moxley's got a match. Cody's got a match. Brody Lee's not doing anything. Okay. How are Omega and Page on the microphone? Kenny Omega's pretty good. Adam Page, wow, maybe even better. All right, so they'll. Uh, so that's that. And I still need something for Brody Lee to do. And I only got like 3 matches planned on a 2-hour show. I like to have 6. So, uh, all right. So Brody Lee. Let's see. Adam Page is doing something. Darby Allin is not. MJF is not. Nyla Rose. Well, she does the women's champion. So, and okay. So I could have the Dark Order go after Darby, try to bring him in. So storylines. Uh, Even though Evil Uno's I guess recognizable heels since Darby's a face. All right. So Darby Allin and then Helico. So Miss. Let me check Brody Lee's uh, mic stats because I don't want to put him in too long. Oh, okay. Is it just in the Alliance? They don't have like a stable thing? They should. Uh, okay, they don't. Not not unless you got like a authority and promos. Okay, now so alliance it is then. Alliance choice. All right, so Brody Lee, Darby, and Angelico have been used. Let me check the women's rankings because I know Awesome Kong has more wins than, or is higher in the rankings, women's rankings than Nyla Rose. Oh, but Nyla Rose is number two. All right, so yeah, and I still got time room for two more matches where I know Nyla and Awesome Kong are not known for their promos. That's also something I have to worry about. I don't even think I have Awesome Kong. She might be. I might be waiting for her to get back. So she's really. Oh, I can't see who I'm still waiting. Okay. Well, if Kong I can't start with um, a story with, then Nyla it is. Uh, hey, Karu's monstrous problem. Karushida, Nyla Rose. Okay. Uh, so who's like a? This will probably be like the normal post match. You know, Hikaru wins and then Nyla attacks her from behind. Uh, let's do this from the top. All right, Britt Baker. Where is Britt injured? I think she is actually. Let me check medical. Yeah, she's okay. Let me put her name in green. When I do this, green usually means they're out for whatever reason, injured or just not available. Okay, so if it's not Britt that I can use, Rhea Priestley. Okay. Rhea Priestley. And then post match attack. Okay, must have taken Nyla's name. Oh no, she's up there. Okay. I was like, I don't remember erasing her name off this. Alright, let's go to creative, see who I should use. Alright, so I'm using all 5 of these guys and something. And I'm Paige, Darby, MJF. Who am I gonna? MJF. So the 70s. So 72 wrestler. Find a face for him to start a story with. Adam Page is already doing something. So 69, 73. Okay. Matt and Nick Jackson. I don't know. I really don't. I really just don't see that. I mean, obviously, I could team MJF up still with. Wait a minute. Wasn't wasn't Wardlow or was that 2021? Let me check Double or Nothing 2020. Wow, it's over. I've been up. Wow, been on for almost an hour already. Felt like 10 minutes. Double or Nothing 2020, and uh, MJF defeated Jungle Boy. So he was still yeah. So the Pinnacle didn't happen. Pinnacle stuff didn't happen yet. But that's also not much to go on. Okay, so he beat Jungle Boy in a one-on-one match. Dustin. Hmm. I mean, I could play off, and I mean, he's a decent promo, so it's not even like they have to come to blows right away. Um, I could have Dustin going after what MJF did to Cody at Revolution in 2020. So add storyline. Let's see, MJF and Dustin. So let me see. Microphone. And oh, I didn't want that. I thought it was still in the. Okay, so actually, I don't even need it because I got enough room for one more match, and that's it. So let's see, Pac or Matt Hardy, who's more notoriety at this point? 75, 80. Okay, so Matt Hardy, heel. I know. Yeah. Okay, so uh, uh, I don't want to just put Matt Hardy and Dustin Rhodes in a tag team just for the heck of it. So it'll be Matt Hardy and Shawn Spears one-on-one. Okay, this match doesn't need. Okay, now I need to find one Mayhem match, one storytelling match, and one Steal the Show. So, wrestler, start with the storytelling. Jericho's, um, let's see, Psychology, 87 to 95. Darby's in a match. All right, so still Jericho. All right, so the Jericho match, the triangle tag match, that'll be. Let's see. That'll be the storytelling match. Now find out the wild ball. All right, Mox. All right, so the Moxley match will be wild ball. And then flashiness or steal the show. Angelico, who's Darby Allin? Okay, because yeah, he's pretty good. So is Darby, although not as good as Angelico, but since they're in the same match, doesn't really matter. All right, so Darby Allin and Angelico will be steal the show once I find it. All right, so it's time to start Dynamite and see how things go. All right, so it starts off with an 83. Chris Jericho looked good. He improvised well. So did Sammy Guevara. So basically, this is where Jericho and Guevara come out. Jericho wants to take the tag titles, but Tony Schiavone, while interviewing him, gets a message from Tony Khan that if Jericho and Guevara want tag title shot, they have to work their way up the rankings and beat the other teams that are above them, which sets up the match for uh, Jurassic Express and Private Party against Jericho and Guevara in a triple threat tag team match. This gun 83. In a bout that had fantastic heat and good wrestling, Matt Hardy defeated Shawn Spears by pinfall with the twist of fate. Like I said, I am going to be updating wins and losses. Oh, I didn't even update this part. Let me get this. And it really doesn't. I do want to say the people that like are in storylines, I'm going to be using them more often uh, than the people who aren't. So if you see that, it's like, wait a minute, didn't you say Mox last week? Yeah, but he's in a storyline. That's why. All right, so Shawn Spears will go down to 57. So 67 for Warlow. He's staying there. All right, so far so good. In a decent match, Hikaru Shida defeated B. Priestley by submission with a full metal muffler. This guy's 70. All right, so 12 out of 13. Hikaru Shida 92. Already there. Bea Priestley didn't have a match in 2020 yet. So after the match, Hikaru Shida celebrating her victory over Bea Priestley. Nyla Rose comes in and attacks and beats her down to start their storyline. This only got a 50. In a bout that had good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd, Darby Allin defeated Angelico by pinfall with a coffin drop, and this guy's 74. Let's see, so Angelico. And these win-loss records, by the way, are just singles action. Tag records have their own standings, their own rankings. So, all right, so Darby goes up to like a 58. So there is that. So Darby Allin is backstage or walking backstage. He stopped by Mr. Brody Lee. Brody Lee's like, Darby, I see the way you conduct yourself. I see the way um, that you handle yourself, but I also see how hurt you are. Join the Dark Order, and you won't feel half gone. You'll be a complete man. And this got a 76. In a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara defeated the Private Party and Jurassic Express. The order of elimination was Private Party and then Jurassic Express. Okay. So let's see. The Inner Circle, that's Jericho and Guevara. So all right. Jurassic Express and Private Party both go down to 50 instead of 57. Okay. So Cody is in the ring with the microphone and the TNT Championship. This was the Dynamite, if I'm not mistaken, where Cody said the TNT title would be defended every week. So Cody basically says, send out the number one contender for this title, and this got a 79. Um, oh, this got put in. Well, this wasn't supposed to happen right away, but Page and Omega also have an interview where they talk Jericho and Guevara. This got an 80. Adam Page benefited from having a hot catchphrase. Then, in an exceptional match, Cody defeated Hager by pinfall with Crossroads for Cody to successfully defend the TNT Championship. So 11, 12, that'll be 92. And then Jake Hager. Haywood goes down to 67. Okay, so Taz is in the ring with Brian Cage. They're basically telling John Moxley that when Brian Cage gets his title shot at Fyter Fest Dynamite, um, that's when Moxley's going to lose his world title. And basically, Taz is building up Brian Cage. This guy's 73. Then, in the main event, in a superb match, John Moxley defeated Evil Uno by pinfall with a Death Rider. So, his doesn't change because he's still undefeated, so he'll still be at 100. And Evil Uno didn't have a singles match, so he's still not going to be added. What was the final grade for the show? 81, 24 regions. Popularity went up. Not bad for a first Dynamite. Well, the first Dynamite of the save. I wish I had that much success in my WWE Invasion save, which I do have a lot of the episode done, so that should, especially with my job being replaced by looking for a job, um, I should get that up. That might be up tomorrow because Friday was my day off anyway. So I mean, I'm still gonna be looking for a job in the early day time, but I am almost done with the Raw after SummerSlam in that save. All right, so let's see. NXT increased music level to licensed. Drug test, Dynamite. Okay. Okay, so Ricky Starks and Rebel. Yep, I am waiting to hear back from Awesome Kong. She wasn't included, so. Alright. Rebel Kai, 7. babyface. Okay, so she's under Anna Jay. Okay, and then Ricky Starks, who was one of the hidden gems, which is why I brought him in so early. 27. Okay. Okay, so all right, so under Melanie Cruz, which I was just there. Okay, so like I said, hidden gems. Um, to fill in the people that were in the company in real life, but I'll just replace Ricky Starks with hidden gem pick. But I already got 7, so we're gonna at least try to bring in 5. Uh, let's see, Tanera. I think I have her. I think I have an offer out to her already. Yeah. Okay, so I can only reach out to 4 more until, and then I have to wait for more hidden gems to get back in touch. So Richard Holiday, ACH. ACH. And then Myron Reed and who? And Colin Cassidy. Or William Morrissey, if you prefer. Although in AEW, isn't he Big Bill? I think W. Morrissey was just TNA. And the reason I'm offering 2-year contracts is because if you try to do it 3 years or more, they want you to pay more because they say, well, we can't get raises in the future if I accept this contract, so you have to bump it up if you want that many years. That's why I do 2 years. All right, so let me check OBS chat room. I'm not going anywhere. I might be getting something to drink, but that might be it. I'll do it after this loading. That way the game has to load. I could go get something to drink while it's loading, so it's not like I paused the game at a time I didn't have to. Okay, let's see. Someone else is trying to get Colin Cassidy, ACH, and Tanera. Allison K and Awesome Khan have joined the roster. Oh, she's actually quite popular, Allison K. I think she was Sienna in like Impact. Had no idea she was that popular. All right, so before B. Priestley, let me close this and then reopen it because it's. I hate when like you type something, you want to insert something, and instead it decides to just go over what you wanted to instead of inserting. So let's see. So what I think so above B. Priestley, yeah. And I know I used Bea Priestley, so Allison K. I didn't use Jack Evans though. And then Awesome Kong. Let's see, above Wardlow. And I don't think I used Wardlow, so his name should still, yeah. Okay, so there is that. That's updated. I think the hidden gems I'm still waiting to hear back from. Yeah, okay. So 1 minute, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Game's still loading or simulating. But to talk about real AEW, you know it's bad when they can no longer beat NXT. When NXT is getting higher numbers than. I know NXT's on CW now, not the WWE network, but if AEW was still doing like it was doing its first couple of years, I think AEW would still beat NXT when if it had to go head to head. All right, so these emails can go. Ty Conti. She's okay. So all right, and 44. So she's a baby face. So just find out. All right, so under Sadie Gibbs. I know I didn't use her. Okay. That means I can get one more hidden gem. 1 through 4 will be who I am still waiting to hear from. Oh no, there's two more. Vipress and Jacob Fatu. Okay. Vipress. And Jacob Fatu. Okay. Next. Okay. Tanara Conti hired by Shimmer. Richard Holiday and Myron Reed are part of. Okay. Wait, I thought Richard Holiday. What is his popularity? I thought he should have been in that range. Oh, 19 in Southeast. Okay, I thought it was 15. So 20. So all right. So under BJ Whitmer, but above Serpentico. Why can't I find BJ Whitmer? Okay. Well, find out how on this list. Above Serpentico. Uh, oh, there he is. Don't know why I couldn't find him before. And I think Myron Reed is the other new signing. Let's see. Once again. Oh, Southeast 31, Southwest. Okay. Never mind. I was like, how did I make the same mistake twice? So above Mel and Emmy Sakura. Okay. All right, since two more, or they, let's see, Vipress is still there. Jacob 2 ACH. Okay, so I only see one more person I can reach out to. That's Jigsaw. Oh, I guess one of the midget wrestlers, El Galito. Remember when WWE tried bringing in the juniors division? We can't call them midgets because we can't do midget wrestling because it's not legal in America. Okay, Bypress and Colin Cassidy have joined. 13 to 15. Let's see. So under John Schuyler. And I guess I'll change Colin Cassidy's name to William Morrissey and Big Bill. Okay. Southeast 44 to 46. Heel wrestler. Above Penelope Ford. Above Bea Priest. Above Allison Kay. And I think I have one more because Ricky Starks, and I'll explain why. Ricky Starks is supposed to come in week 3 of June, but I bought him early because he was a hidden gem pick. So his, instead of bringing him in, I'll bring someone else in at the time he would have come in. So that's one more creative hidden gem pick, which will be, let's see, yeah, Mance Warner. Okay. And that's really it for the month. Well, the month of June. So now just developments until the next dark taping and the next dynamite. Unless more contracts are answered, of course. But I'm not reaching out to anyone for the rest of June in the game. Okay. Uh, Someone else hired Colin Cassidy on a handshake deal. That's fine. ACH is coming on the roster, is joined. So babyface, okay, 39 Southeast 41. Okay, so above Big Swole. Just want to check comments. Nope. All right, time to continue. I really got to redo the rankings system though. Since AEW started doing them, I want to continue doing them. Top five contenders for each championship based on wins and losses. That's another reason I do the win loss records, because I do like having a ranking system of some kind. Okay, so Dark was shown. Jigsaw is on the roster. Babyface, 23-25. Wrestler face. Okay, under Austin Gunn. Jigsaw. Jigsaw. Okay. Again, check chat room. Nope. Okay, so booking Dark and Dynamite again. I gotta do the rankings after I do the rankings, after I check out this backstage incident. Rick Knox create a fun, relaxed atmosphere when he found a discarded karaoke machine and started an impromptu pre-show competition. His medley of ballads apparently stole the show. So they're staying in good spirits. Okay, so next. Uh, so Brian Cage, Kenny Omega, Matt Hardy, that's still there. And then MJF and Brody Lee, that's still there. Lance Archer, not exactly, because Um, while he could be number 6 on the world title rankings, Cody defeated him in the finals at Double or Nothing, so I don't want to just do that again right away. So let's see. Phoenix Havoc. Jimmy Havoc. Wardlow. Jake Hager. Pac. Okay, Women's Championship. Awesome Kong. Nyla Rose. Big Swole. Big Chris Statlander. That didn't change. And tag teams. The Natural Nightmares. The Gun. Well, let's see. I know who wrestled. The Gun Club. Yeah. Okay, so that didn't change. So, all right. Bye first. Uh, Bypass. Okay. Guess I'll. Let's see. Female. Carly Perez. Katrina or Karina from Lucha Underground. I didn't know she was here in this. 8, 5, 7, 10. All right. Amber Young will take on Vipress in the opening match. Let's see. Skyler or Rebel? Rebel. Uh, Rebel and the Rock Starter, Simone Johnson. All right, and check Dominic Galini. I'm pretty sure he's like in the 40s. Just 20s. Okay, but not worse than Skyler. So Skyler gets a match. All right, Tyree take on John Schuyler. No, not Silver. That's I'm gonna have to be careful. That's gonna mess. That could mess me up. I remember Shauna and Douglas James having like a freestyle. Maybe I should do like a romance storyline, or at least. Problem is, I don't know who I would put them against yet. But it's something to build up to on Dark, so I don't have to know. Just put them in the storyline for now. Okay. And then broken angle. Let's see. The bunny. I'll make it give Danny Jordan that. No. Okay. And one more angle. Let's see. Penelope Ford and Britt Baker. Hmm. That's something I would say for Dynamite. Well, two women, two heel women, Melanie Cruz and Emi Sakura. Okay. So okay. So time to book. Time to run the next Dark. In an abysmal match, Vipress defeated Amber Young by pinfall. Uh, Okay, next. And this got 14. Amber Young sustained a groin inflammation. All right, so Shauna is flirting with Douglas James. This got a 25. I thought I put them in a storyline. Uh, we see Emi Sakura and Melanie Cruz backstage talking about something. This got a 33. Luther helped Melanie Cruz. In about that had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, John Schuyler defeated Ty Ray by pinfall with the spoiler alert. This got 24. All right, John Schuyler. All right, backstage, uh, cameras are on Danny Jordan. This got 29. Then the main event. In an abysmal match, Rebel defeated Simone Johnson by pinfall with Diamond Dust. This got 11. Uh, okay. And it got 14. But it's dark. Like I said, it's basically for the unpopular guys to at least have matches. Okay, so let's see. What's the most? 69, 78. Okay, so the tag team. Let me look at the tag team rankings. Okay, the Young Bucks. Hmm. Jericho and Guevara against Young Bucks. I think that would be a good match. And Sammy Guevara, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson. Keep. Uh, I wonder if you can do a psych up tag angle. I mean, you probably can if you have to do it freestyle. But I wonder if like they actually have psych up. Oh, it's just one worker psyching up the tag team. I thought you could do two psyching up too. All right. Da-da-da. Let me think. Let me think. I mean, I need unless Page and Omega also have a tag match and eliminate someone from contention or from their top ranking. Uh, I'm trying to think. Uh, Freestyle Angle, Adam Page, Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, Sammy, uh, Page and Omega, watch Jericho and Guevara's match. Okay, that's storylines there. So the next one, 69, I think. Cody defeated Jake Hager. So who's next? I think Ray Phoenix is now the. Yep, Ray Phoenix. TNT title, Cody. Yeah, let that be. Let's build the show from main event to opening match because since I'm doing the most interesting storyline first and going back 66, no 68. Uh, this is Brody Lee offering Darby Allin a spot in the Dark Order. Could Darby carry this like in an interview alone? He could possibly. So rejects Brody Lee's offer. 66 and 45. And then the West haven't even been started yet. All right, well, this one I know what I'm doing. Rant against opponent. John Moxley. Let me check his mic skills. 4 minutes. Okay, he can work with our script. Meanwhile, Brian Cage is going to have a match. Let me see. Well-known baby faces. Wait, Brian Cage is probably just well-known. Yeah, so recognizable then to give him the edge. Wrestler. Uh, really? Everybody in the 40s and 50s? All right, I'll give Brian Cage. Oh, Dominic Guarini? He, Brian Cage and I don't know if Brian Cage and Jigsaw would be a good match. Jigsaw is like a luchador. And Brian Cage, uh, Austin Gunn, yeah, that's much better. Uh, okay, so that storyline's taken care of. I think the only one left is 45. Uh, I know Hikaru Shida's. I can't put her in a promo, otherwise, um, it's gonna get bad rating. But I do have Awesome Kong that I could use, so I could. There is something I could do. Add worker, Awesome Kong, and then a setup. Let's see. A worker is in the ring, calls out the enemy. Nyla Rose, Karushida, Awesome Kong. Uh, how long should this go for? I guess 4. If I have Awesome Kong, I could take her off the list. Yep. And the rest of the matches, the rest of the storylines, 2 of them, haven't even started anything yet. That's MJF and Dustin. Oh, this is a dark angle. She didn't do anything. Should have. I'm sorry. I gotta check. Oh, it doesn't show. Okay, I might just delete that dark angle then if storylines, if angles on dark don't mean anything. Uh, yeah. Let's see. What am I gonna do for MJF and Dustin Rhodes? I guess a promo for both. In-ring promo where MJF gets confronted. That could start it off. Alright, so Freestyle Angle, MJF, Dustin Rhodes. Dustin Rhodes confronts MJF. Fine, no script. Okay. Alright, who am I not using in a storyline yet? Let's see. Jericho, yes. Omega, yes. Mox, Cody, Brody, yes. Darby, yes. MJF, yes. Nyla. Okay, so Ortiz. Uh, well, Proud and Powerful, or Pride and Power, or whatever. I don't see him. Okay, that's not. Okay, so let me see. Ortiz, like 55. So 54, 56. Southeast. Babyface to see who's around his level. SCU. Okay, I'll start that as a storyline. AEW SCU versus what was Pride and screw it. Ortiz Santana. And I'll add Scorpio Sky also. Uh, I just gotta find out how, like, what their mic skills are. Because I was gonna have SCU basically ruin Ortiz. Like Ortiz and Santana still upset over Double or Nothing, so SCU is gonna like interrupt their interview promo. Like no one wants to hear you bitching. You lost at Double or Nothing. You know, stop wasting these people's times crying into the camera, basically. Okay, Daniels is good on the mic. Kazarian's good. Scorpio Sky's good. Ortiz is at least decent. Okay, so yeah, so I didn't see how long it should take though. Let's see. All right, 4 minutes. Four, so 8, 12. It's not going to take like 20 minutes. I think like 10 would be enough. And they'll have minor success. Ortiz, minor defeat. Same for Santana. SCU, tell Ortiz and Santana to stop complaining. I think 10 minutes would be enough for that angle. Okay, it's going to be unscripted. So let's see. And Ortiz, okay. Two. All right, I'll book another match. Pac and Colt Cabana. Let me check out Britt Baker. I know she's okay. So she doesn't have anyone managing her because Rebel I had to hire myself. I'm just wondering maybe because when I had a random angle for Dark, they had Britt Baker and Allison Kay talking. Now I was thinking maybe Allison Kay could play the part of Rebel, except be an actual enforcer for what Britt wants. Let me see if Britt can actually appear on. Well, she should be able to appear on angles. Well, let's see. Can only work angles. Okay. Um, Creative. Hot prospects. Darby's being used. Nyla Rose is being used. Phoenix is being used. Richard Holiday. I don't know if I want to use him because you don't want to use too many jobbers on Dynamite because you don't want to get dinged for that. I mean, yeah, he's decent on the microphone, so he could just cut a promo. But I just can't risk it. Talk to talk. Jericho. I'm not using Matt Hardy. All right, so Jake Roberts, Lance Archer's manager. Um, these guys I should definitely use Matt Hardy and Jake Roberts. Well, Jake Roberts, I'm gonna have him psych up Lance Archer. Like you failed me at Double or Nothing. So four, and then Lance Archer as a monster. Menace. and Matt Hardy. Let me find. '81 wrestler heel. And Brody Lee's already doing something. So 75, 85. Jericho and Pac. Jericho's already doing something. I just don't see it. I just don't. I mean, Pac is being used not anyway, so I don't really see anything for them. Matt Hardy, and he would need a partner against FTR. Because the tag team thing where Matt Hardy is a tag team veteran. But problem is, who would Matt Hardy? Who would just change it to face? See who Matt Hardy would be able to team up with. Paige, Cody, Dustin, Mox, Omega, Young Bucks. Preferably someone not in the elite. I mean, I know Matt Hardy stood in there, but I mean, you got Paige and Omega tag champs. You got the Young Bucks as a team. Cody, if he was going to team, he would team with Dustin. Daniels, let's see. I guess I could still. I guess I could just. Wait a minute. One, two, three, four. I really need more matches, actually. Am I using Matt Hardy? Because I don't even see his name. And no, so I don't know why that's. All right, 2-on-2. Cash and Dax, Joey Janela, Sunny Kiss. Uh, and then Pentagon and Trent. Okay. I'm still going to rearrange the card a little bit. But first, Wrestler storytelling psychology. Psychology, 79 to 92. 87, 95. Jericho. Okay, so the tag team match is going to be storytelling. Next is brawling. Pentagon. So the Pentagon match against Trent will be a wild brawl. And then steal the show. So flashiness. Flashiness, blind cage. Okay. Young Bucks are facing Jericho. Ooh, Pack. Okay. I think so. Blind cage. Yeah, no. Pack has higher, so far it's going to be Pack's match. Pentagon. I think this is the Wild Brawl. Yeah. Ray Phoenix. Okay, so this steal the show. Okay, now I just okay. Move here. SCU. Okay, I think that's the order I want. Okay, looks good to me. So let's run Dynamite and let's see how this show goes. In a decent match, Pentagon Jr. defeated Trent by pinfall with a top rope Styles clash. Okay, so just, yeah. Uh, Pentagon Jr. And Trent. Starting off with a 70. So Jake Roberts is backstage psyching up Lance Archer, not for an upcoming match, but basically whipping into him about letting Cody win the TNT title at Double or Nothing, become the first TNT champion. This guy's 72. Then Ortiz, and this didn't do too good as much as or as well as I'd hoped. But then again, it is starting a storyline. Ortiz and Santana in the middle of a ranting. All of a sudden, SCU come in and basically tell them to stop their bitching. You lost at Double or Nothing in the Stadium Stampede. Get over it. This only got a 59. They all improvised well. Oh, Ortiz and Santana struggled when going off script, but SCU didn't want a script. Okay. That's why it didn't get as well high as I'd hoped. In a bout that had great wrestling and good heat, FTR defeated Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss when Dax Harwood made Sonny Kiss submit to an inverted figure four. Sonny Kiss was the weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone's performance. This got an 80. FTR showed excellent chemistry teaming together. So I don't even remember seeing FTR in the so FTR. And then Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss. They move down. But still, I'm surprised this got 80. So MJF is in the ring, basically being his lovable self. I was being facetious there. And then then Dustin Rhodes comes out, and he's basically like, I haven't forgotten how you screwed over Cody. While your issue with Cody is settled, it's your issue with me is not settled. And this got a 77. MJF improvised well. In a superb match, Pac defeated Colt Cabana by pinfall with the Shooting Star Press. So that was uh, so that match was a good idea to put together. Okay. So Nyla Rose is in the ring. I'm not surprised this didn't do so well. After the first week in June, I thought maybe the women wouldn't take the show. Um, but anyway, Nyla Rose is in the ring. She calls out Hikaru Shida. When Hikaru Shida answers the challenge, Awesome Kong was lying in wait, and uh, Hikaru Shida gets attacked, and this only got a 43. In a decent match, Brian Cage defeated Austin Gunn by pinfall with a pump handle facebuster. Okay. So John Moxley cuts a promo ranting about Brian Cage backstage. This guy's 73. Performance was fantastic. He worked the crowd well. In an exceptional match, Cody defeated Rey Fenix by pinfall with a beautiful disaster. So Cody holds on to the TNT title. So Cody's still at 92. Rey Fenix goes down to a 60. So Darby Allin, it's decision time. Brody Lee said he could join the Dark Order. At first, Darby Allin, he suckers Brody Lee in like, yeah, what you said makes a lot of sense. Then he's like, nah, I don't think so. And he gets out of the ring, making sure he wasn't in harm's way when he dropped the bomb that he wasn't joining. This guy's 72. It says Lee made his decision, but it was supposed to be the other way around. But still, I don't think it would impact the story that much. In an exceptional match, Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara defeated the Young Bucks when Sammy Guevara pinned Nick Jackson with the 630. This guy's 77. So the Inner Circle move up to 67. And the Young Bucks go down to 50 points, or whatever you want. So Adam Page and Kenny Omega, you see, before Dynamite goes off the air, Adam Page and Kenny Omega were backstage watching Jericho and Guevara's match, realizing they may have to deal with Jericho and Sammy sooner than later. This got a 69. So it got a 77. Increased popularity in 22 regions. Okay, so let it go through. Let's see. Amber Young, I know, groin inflammation, uh, drug testing, dynamite, drug testing. Cody says, I'm liking what I hear from Ortiz. There's money in the kid's promo if given time. Good thing I got him in a story then. Contract negotiations with Jacob Fatu. Okay. He's on the roster. 38 heel. Let's see. Wrestler. 37. 39. Heel. Okay. Angelico and Leva Bates. So under Leva Bates. Okay. Let's see. First time. How the hell does Marco Stunt have 90 brawling? Your guess is as good as mine. All right. I don't know. I'll try to at least get through Dark if I don't get through a third episode of Dynamite tonight. What's funny is whatever happened to Marco Stunt in real life. Once Christian Cage and Jungle Boy started their storyline where Christian wanted to be a mentor, you didn't see Marco after that. Or am I? Wait a minute. When Jungle Boy, I'm starting to wonder if I think I was wrong about that. I think Marco Stunt had like one more appearance after that, but it was like after Christian turned on Jungle Boy. Let's see. Mance Warner. Okay. He's in. Mance Warner. Okay. Let's see. Wrestler face. Okay, so under Orange Cassidy. No, under Tainara Conti, but above Marco Stunt. I don't know, but I've seen in the last few days he's actually retiring. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, Mance Warner. I guess he can. I I guess unless like Marcos don't want to go to Mexico or Japan, there wasn't really much opportunity here in the states. I did actually do this game not too long. Not too long ago. That's actually a lie. I did have an AEW save that I started in April of 2021. That in real time. That's when, but it took place. The game started in June of 2020. Um, it started off as videos, then it went to just on a live stream, which I will be uploading this to YouTube in its entirety, um, with nothing cut out, like I usually do for streams. Um, and basically, I was doing really good until the first Blood or Guts in 2021. That because I couldn't do a Blood and Guts match, so well, I on TV, so I had already promoted it, but I couldn't do it. Totally ruined everything. Got kicked off. Dynamite got kicked off the air. Wrestlers didn't want to join, and it was like I couldn't lose. The women's match had like an 88. Ty Conti defending the women's championship. I forgot against who at the time. Adam Page was defending the title against Christopher Daniels. That got like a 92 match. So it was like just was keep it just kept you know the game was like just up and up and up, and then it just one big crash that I couldn't come back from because no company wanted to talk to you for a year, and all my TV and all my television deals and pay-per-view deals had a year or less on them. So I would have been off the air before I could have negotiated with anyone. Okay. And that had to be like I think that had to be like 2022 when that happened. And now I'm trying AEW 2020 all over again. Okay. But the point is, like, there are a bunch of Total Extreme Wrestling 2020 save games uh, that I didn't go back to after just trying once. I didn't like Impact in 2023. Um, I did not like AEW 2023 because that's set to where it's supposed to be just all angles, no matches. And AEW didn't need storylines and just no. And also the roster felt with all the wrestlers that you could have brought on. I'd rather start this far back. That way, all the wrestlers that came in, maybe you could have done something with more of them that didn't get a break in real life. Um, which is why I'm starting this far back. But the point is, I do plan to do this a lot more. Um, when I do occasionally live stream, this will probably be the game, and it'll probably be in this setting. So let Wednesday load, and then I'll check the rankings, update them. And I could definitely get through dark, no problem. Okay. Never got the new TEW game. Actually, no. Um, I'll tell you why. Right now, my there's a lot of things going on. Unsure about my job. I basically haven't been able to clock in. Um, I work from home, online, but I haven't been able to clock in since Monday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, I haven't been able to work. I think this is their way of forcing me out because I already emailed my team leader about it, and he never got back to me. So I don't know if it's just a slow response. Um, but also, even when I did have the job and incoming money, because I'm gonna get another paycheck not tomorrow, a week from tomorrow, it's just not enough to make me run out and pay another $35 because 2020, the last game I had Total Extreme Wrestling before 2020 was 2005. I didn't get 2020 until 2021. Um, just total 2005 was no longer fun. That's the fun. That's the free version, by the way. Um, so yeah, I've seen gameplay. I've seen the differences. It does look interesting, but not enough. But not interesting enough where I want to put $35 more on it. And especially with my job being, um, especially with things going on money wise, it's not the best time to buy it, even if I was interested enough to put the money down on it. So, damn, I'm sorry, man. Hope they get back to you with a response. Yeah, thanks. It's pretty shitty. I mean, it might just be a couple days because I did email my team leader Wednesday night, but he should have gotten back to me today. I'm gonna email him again tonight, short after I get off. And maybe, but the thing is, like, I'm kind of pissed because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and if this extends to Saturday, I could have been working because I make an hourly wage, and I'm missing out on those hours because their program is not working correctly. My laptop's working fine. So let me update the ranking boards. But I'm also looking for a new job anyway because I'm like, if this is going to happen, this could happen again some other time. All right, so Brian Cage. Okay. So Brian Cage, Omega, Matt Hardy, Pentagon, and MJF. So Pentagon, Junior, and MJF. Okay. So Brody Lee, Lance Archer, which I might just skip him anyway. Because, like I said, he in real life he lost in the finals. So Jimmy Havoc, Pack, and Wardlow. So women's championship. Let's see. Awesome Kong, Nyla Rose, Big Swole, Britt Baker, Chris Statlander. That stays the same. Uh, let's see. So the Natural Nightmares, the Gun Club. Uh, I guess Rhodes Brothers or FTR. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, I mean FTR, Rhodes Brothers, Sammy and Sean Spears. Okay, all right, so that's updated. Like I said, definitely doing Dark. I don't know if I'll do Dynamite. Um, yeah, so let's see, Richard Holiday or Dominic Guarini. 27, 29 in Southeast. So Richard Holiday, male wrestler, USA. Hmm. I don't want to put someone too popular or too close to his uh, Cassidy O'Reilly. He'll face Richard Holiday. I don't know if BJ Whitmer can wrestle. I think he's just like a road agent. He's only available as a road agent, so I can't put him in matches. Okay, so he's got to be erased. Okay, so Peter Avalon. Let's 37. Okay, so Dominic Guarini. I need someone who's like a heel. Oh, Ben Wang is an MMA crossover? Huh. Might as well bring him in for to face Dominic Guarini. Okay, Jigsaw. Yeah, he'll be. Alright, so I need like a high flyer of some kind. Let's see. Okay. And Jigsaw against Lucha Lacora. Okay, that match is the main event. Okay, auto book, booker, random segment, Peter Avalon and Penelope Ford. Actually, I don't think. Yeah, okay. That'll stay the way it is. Oh, wrong button. Angle with the bunny. You have another female by herself. Um, Give it to Leva Bates. And one more random segment. Again, the bunny. This time that'll go to Allison Kay. Okay, let's run dark. Wait, did I erase Allison Kay's name? No, I did not. All right, let's run dark and see how things go. In a terrible match, Richard Holiday defeated Cassidy O'Reilly by pinfall with the market crash. Okay. Uh, okay. We got 29. Peter Avalon and Penelope Ford um, in a segment together along with Kip Sabian. This got 53. So I might turn this into a possible teaming up situation. In about that terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Dominic Guarini defeated Bin Wang by submission with a triangle choke. I'm pretty sure he's annoyed. He's still unimportant. So Leva Bates is backstage. This got 52. Peter Avalon helped Leva. Allison Kay was backstage, making her debut. This got a 51. Then in the main event, Jigsaw defeated Lucha Lacora by pinfall with a jig and tonic. Jigsaw. Lucha Lacora. And then I know Jigsaw is ranked unimportant unless that win is all he needed. So let me see. I think Dominic Greeny. Yeah, he is unimportant. Okay, so I was right. And Jigsaw. Okay. So unfortunately, I do have to go. I have been on for 3 hours. I hope you enjoyed this. Follow me if you did. There should be a link to my YouTube in the section below. Please subscribe to me on that. These streams will be uploaded to YouTube or exported to YouTube. So it should be on there sometime tomorrow. Um, and follow me if you enjoyed this. And next time I stream, I'm going to probably pick up here where I left off on Total Extreme Wrestling 2020, June of 2020, running AEW and trying to do a better job than my first playthrough and a better job than Tony Khan is in real life. Until then, good night, everyone.